Picture this, a stadium filled with thousands of fans, lights shining, cameras flashing, and the weight of an entire team's hope resting on one person's shoulders. Athletes are often seen as the embodiment of strength, resilience, and focus. Yet behind that public image, many are silently battling stress, anxiety, and even depression. For decades, conversations around athletes' well being have focused almost entirely on the physical body, for instance, training, nutrition, and injury prevention, while mental health was left in the shadows. Today, that's beginning to change. I will explore the mental health challenges athletes face, the causes behind them, the impact on student athletes and even elite performers, and what solutions are being introduced to help. By the end, it should be clear that mental health in athletes just isn't important, but it's essential. The first thing I'm going to be talking about is the hidden struggles of athletes. Mental issues among athletes are more common than many realize. According to McLean Hospital, athletes experience mental health conditions like depression, anxiety, eating disorders, and substance use disorders at rates similar to or even higher than the general population. However, the stigma around mental health in the athletic world remains a powerful barrier. Many athletes are taught from an early age to be mentally tough and to push through pain and emotion and to really never show weakness. This culture of silence leads many to suppress their struggles instead of seeking help. A 2019 report from Athletes for Hope found that while 33% of all college students experience significant symptoms of depression or anxiety, only about 10% of student athletes seek mental health support. There are several reasons why athletes are particularly vulnerable to mental health problems and conditions. So the first is performance pressure. Constant expectations to win, meet goals, or secure scholarships can lead to chronic stress and anxiety. The fear of failure can become overwhelming, especially in high-stake competitions. Another point is injury and recovery. The Cleveland Clinic points out that injuries can drastically affect an athlete's mental state, especially when recovery is long or uncertain. Being sidelined can cause feelings of isolation, frustration, and depression. Next, public scrutiny and media. Social media and constant pressure to criticism can be mentally exhausting. One bad game or controversial moment can go viral, leaving athletes exposed to thousands of opinions and judgments. Next is identity tied to sport. Many athletes form their entire identity around their sport. When performance dips or retirement comes, they might experience an identity crisis or depressive symptoms. Next, elite and Olympic pressures. A Baylor University article highlighted that elite athletes, including Olympians, face unique stressors such as intense national pressure, limited off-screen time, and reduced access to regular social support. These athletes often live away from home and are surrounded by constant competition for a spot on a team. Mental health and student athletes. College athletes are in a particularly challenging position. They must balance academic responsibilities, training schedules, games, travel, and often part-time jobs, all while maintaining this peak performance. The NCAA's 2022 report found that student athletes reported high levels of mental exhaustion, with nearly 38% of female and 22% of male athletes indicating they felt overwhelmed constantly. Yet despite the need, access to mental health resources remains inconsistent across most schools. Many athletes fear that speaking out could result in losing playing time, scholarships, or being perceived as soft by coaches and teammates. This discourages early intervention and leads to worsening symptoms over time. So we're going to be addressing why mental health in sports matters. So mental health issues don't just affect athletes off the field, they impact performance as well. Anxiety can affect focus and coordination. Depression can reduce motivation, energy, and sleep quality. And according to Mass General Brigham, ignoring these symptoms can lead to more serious long-term outcomes like substance abuse, disordered eating, and suicidal ideation. Improving mental health not only helps athletes live healthier lives, it enhances their performance, builds team cohesion, and reduces burnout. By creating environments that support mental well-being, organizations can help athletes reach their full potential. So progress and solutions. Thankfully, the sports world is beginning to take action. Here are a few ways progress is being made. increased awareness and advocacy. High-profile athletes like Simone Biles and Michael Phelps and Kevin Love have spoken openly about their struggles helping normalize mental health conversations. There's also more on-site mental health professionals. So many athletic departments are hiring licensed therapists, psychologists, and counselors to work directly with athletes. And some are now required by NCAA policy to have mental health resources readily available. Next is education and workshops. Teams and universities are offering workshops on stress management, mindfulness, and coping strategies. And according to Cleveland Clinic, mental health training for coaches and staffs is also becoming more common. Next is peer support programs. Some colleges and teams are actually building peer networks where athletes support one another and share experiences in a more safe and judgment-free environment. Athletes are more than competitors. They are students, professionals, children, parents, and human beings. Mental health must be seen as equally important as physical health in the world of sports. Whether it's a high school quarterback or an Olympic gymnast, every athlete deserves access to mental health care, understanding, and support. As fans, teammates, and members of a broader community, it's time to help break the silence, because no one, no matter how strong they seem, should have to suffer alone. And then these are my sources. Thank you.
That was really good.
Thank you.